Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. If you hadn't subscribed, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. And um, I have some other videos here that might really interest you. Well, that I hope will actually interest you. So I want to talk about something a bit sensitive, and I will try to be as brief as possible, or at least make it in segments so that I wouldn't tire you out and lose, you know, you in the midst of what I'm saying. But what I want to ask is that why is it that women prefer to be with black men than to be with men of other races? Like they don't accept men of other races as much as they want to be with black men. Which, here is the thing. Now, an introduction. Black women love their men, and that's natural, that's fine. You understand? Um, However, it wouldn't be a problem. I wouldn't see it as an issue if I don't see many women rather stay in an abusive relationship or with abusive men than to be with, I mean, like, it's like they would rather be with an abusive man than be with a man who is of a different color, who is of a different race, because they cannot be with a man. And that sometimes makes me wonder, are black women racists? I don't want to think that they are, but I don't know. Are they biased? Because I don't think racist is the word sometimes. I think it's just biased because a lot of times they relate properly with um, men from other races, but it's another different ball game when they want to date one. So when it comes to relationships, they might be a bit biased. And once they try one white guy or a man from another race completely, and then maybe it doesn't work out, it's like they're waiting for the other shoe to drop. It's like it's like they're counting time until when something would happen and the relationship would flop, and they're like, oh yeah, I just prefer to be with a black man, which is just an excuse. But this is what I say to myself, and I'm saying to you right now. If the only thing wrong with a man, the only thing wrong with him is that he is not of my skin color and is not of my race, I think that is a good problem. Don't you agree? It is a good problem, right? The only thing wrong with the guy is that his skin color is different from mine. He speaks a different language. He's from a different culture altogether. He's from a different race. That is the only fault he has. Oh, that is a good fault. That is a good problem. You understand? It's like you having a car and your next worry is, where am I going to park the car? Do you understand? That's a good problem, right? You have a car. hmm The issue of where to park will take care of itself eventually, at least. So I think that is why I'm a bit bothered, because if black men sometimes don't come across as self-sabotaging, if they don't come across as hating black women, I might not see a problem with that. After all, it's said that women do not live where they are cared for, or women as a matter of rule. Of course, there are exceptions to those rules, obviously. Some women treat nice relationships like hospitals, where you just go to this relationship to get healed and recuperate from a bad relationship, and next thing you know, they're out of it again and into a similar situation that damaged them in the first place, and they just keep going round and round the same cycle. From a bad relationship, they jump into a good one. That one heals them, patches them up, they're spiffy again, they're fine. Next thing, they're bored in quotes, and then they go after chaos again. So I just think that black women might be self-sabotaging here. So that's why I just feel like we need to talk about this. There is that thing. you know, that we just feel that, oh, I'd rather be with, because we feel that it's fetish, um, for a non, like trying something new. But what's wrong with trying something new, right? What's wrong with that? But more often than not, it's not about trying something new, unless the man is trying to hide you. You understand? Unless he's trying to date you in secret, unless he's not proud to be with you, unless he's not proud to show you to his family and his friends, then maybe the issue might be about it being fetish. You understand? It might just be something about dark pleasures and all of that. Anyways, that aside, what other reason is there for women to prefer black guys? Well, black men, of course, are different from other races. They usually tend to have deeper voices. They are more muscular. Um, they have sharper features, and they're known to be most of the time stronger. These are things that, attracts women, right? Like they feel that the stronger the man is, the more the safer they are, and the black men are usually more assertive. They're more bossy. You understand? They demand a lot. They're very, very demanding. Unlike men from other races, unlike white men who are not as demanding. Some of them are, of course. I mean, like I always say, bad people cut across all cultures, races, colors, traditions, and nationalities. Black, bad people are not domiciled in a culture or a race. They are everywhere. So, but we're focusing on the good guys. Um, when it comes to white guys, they just feel that they're too mild for them, like they're not strong enough. It seems like some black women have a wrong notion of what a man should be. Like they feel that if they're not rough handled a bit, or they're not, yeah, like that, the guy doesn't love them. They don't like a man who pampers them, who talks to them gently and all of that. Which is a problem that you need to fix. You understand? As a woman, you cannot keep accepting abuse because you think that is what strength means. And speaking of strength, another reason that I think is highly controversial, nobody really talks about it, is that they feel that black men are better at sex. Like they last longer in bed. And I can't believe I'm even saying this. But that is usually the case. Like you can literally hear some women actually talk about that. Like the size of the man's stuff. Like, yeah, some of them are obsessed with that, because I noticed some women in abusive relationships, when you just ask, like, why are you still with this man? you know like, why can't you leave him? What is it about him? What is good about him? And they tell you things about this man. You're like, why are you still here? Like, this man sounds like he's good for nothing where you're concerned. Why are you still here? And like, what good quality does he have? Like, and then they start to stammer. Um he's a good guy. You're like, good how? And then you go, oh, you can't understand. The moment you hear you can't understand, after they have stammered for like 1 minute or so, and then you now hear you can't understand, no, that is because this man is good in the sack. And they don't they don't think that is something they have to give up. And I'm like, wow, I don't understand. Like, so as long as you're having great sex, it doesn't matter if every other part of your life is messed up. I don't get that. But that's usually the fear, like they can't be that good. Yeah, maybe they're not as endowed, or they don't have the sexual stamina. Yeah, that's the proper word. They don't have the sexual stamina and endowment to please a woman for a long time. I'm talking about the non-black men. I think that is usually like the fear, so they're like I don't want that, so they put up with a black man that isn't good for them just so they can have it good in the bedroom. It's a wrong choice, ladies. I mean, sex is overrated right now. It's way overrated. It's way overrated. There is more to life than that. And if you think that sex is the only fun thing you have in your life, then maybe you need to that's because you haven't found your purpose. You haven't found your destiny. When you find your purpose and you find your destiny, that will be like the last thing on your mind. It's not that it won't be in your mind, but with the last thing, it will just get pushed back because you have something going on for you. So if having it good in the bedroom is all you're concerned about, then it means you don't have a life. There is no fulfillment going on for you, and you need to fix that. You need to find God, and you need to find your purpose in Him. When you do that, there are a lot of things that you begin to do without. Naturally, you just begin to do without them. All right, I just pause it right now, and please, if you like this video, please really like it. And subscribe, please. I need subscribers. I really do need subscribers. um like, I know that I should not depend on subscribers to do what I want to do, and to upload contents, but I find it a big I find it really encouraging to know that someone is watching, someone cares enough to subscribe, and it's cheap, right? Like, it doesn't require a price to subscribe, but hey, um there's the so-called second wave right now of the pandemic. So please don't let your guard down. We've had a break, quote and unquote. So now break time is over. It's time to get back to maintaining healthy lifestyle, building immunity, and get yourself loaded with zinc. Get zinc supplements in its purest form. Get magnesium, get calcium, get what else? Stay maxed up and avoid going out if you can help it, and just stay healthy. You understand? Drink lots of water, take lots of rest, and stay safe, stay healthy, and shalom. And I'm sorry if you think this video is too long. I would do my best to keep it short next time. Shalom.